Welcome to Fighting Talk UK. For me, this is an interview I've really been looking forward to. Everybody knows or kind of knows about Bobby Kay. Bobby Kay, about his brother and the fight he's coming on the card for you. But for me, seeing Bobby a couple of months ago, how he was, and after this weekend, seeing him with Danny Christie, blood down his shirt, hungry, seeing Bobby happy and not lost. I've really been looking forward to this interview. Bobby Kay, thank you for coming on to Fighting Talk UK, my friend.
You're welcome, brother. Not a problem. It's been a bit of a journey, to say the least. But yeah, mate, I'm honoured that you've got us on your show, mate.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Bob, first of all, I mean, the reason you're doing all this is obviously because of your brother.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Can you tell us your brother's name? Tell us everything about your brother and everything, like, so everybody understands, like, your journey, Bob. Can you tell us, like, about your brother, if you're happy to talk about that, mate?
Yeah. Well, his name is Graham. My dad's name is Graham as well. So I called him Junior. So he was only 26 years of age, and unfortunately, it happens to the best of us. He ended up with I would say out of hand would be the word. His drug addiction. He would never have escaped that. Never. He would never. He was only 26 years of age. He's left a 6-month-old baby behind. He's left his 2 daughters behind. His missus, he's left me behind, his other brothers, my dad, his mum. Yeah, I'm only child to be my mum. So, yeah, so he was in a coma. They had to put him in a coma. He had 3 blood clots on the brain. And, yeah, and sepsis. And he was a mess. When I saw him, he had a tube in that side of his cheek, a tube in that side, a tube down his throat, a tube in his neck, wires coming for about 20 wires from each arm. He was brain dead. It was horrible. And cuddling him on that bed, I remember it like it was yesterday. It's only just a few months ago. I was whispering in his ear and was crying, saying, "Brother, I love you. This is going to destroy me," which it has. But I've cried in that, yeah, but I've not really grieved. I've been told for the great team 3D Fight Club just to hold it in after my fight, because it could distract us. I might sound a bit selfish, but this fight is for my brother. So anyway, yeah, they switched the machine off, and he only lasted 47 seconds on his own. So it was hard. It's hard every day. It's hard every day. I look at his pictures and I just wonder why. 26 years of age, handsome boy like myself takes it for his brother. But I know he's up there, and I know every day he's with me, and I know that I promised him in his ear, even though they says he was brain dead, that would be it for his big brother. I will now take his kids on and make sure they've got a great life. I'll look after them. I'll babysit them. I'll help Sam, his partner. Big shout out to Sam. Sam, I know you're grieving. You'll get there, darling. One day at a time. Yeah, the family's devastated, to be honest with you. We've lost a great character, a great human being. My brother was the kindest boy you would meet for a drug addict. If he had money, he would offer you money. He would say, "Do you want to go and get a taxi to McDonald's and I'll buy you all whatever? Or do you want to go into town and get a new rig out?" And like myself, when I've got money, that's the way I am as well. So we're pretty similar in that way. But it's destroyed my dad, to be honest with you. My dad's in a bad way, just not with it. My dad thinks he's seeing things in trees, and he thinks there's people like with masks on at the door. I think as we grieve and we lost his son, 26 years of age, it's mentally destroyed him. Shout out to Dylan, my other brother. I've got a couple of more, but don't really class them as brothers. So yeah, it's been a hard journey, man. But as I say, I'll be on the Danny Christie podcast, so you'll hear my story from start to finish. I was 9-year-old right through. But yeah, it's been difficult times. Training's keeping me sane. The diet, staying clean myself, and recovery, feel fantastic.
Bob, what's your weakness? Is it weed, drinks, cocaine? Like what? Because obviously, when you first appeared, because as I know it, your dad was the one that contacted Dean Lynch, and they wanted you to have something. Because apparently, you have boxed before, Bob, ain't you? You're not a novice to fighting, are you?
Oh no.
But your dad wanted a goal for you, mate, didn't he? He wanted to help you because I think, from what I gather, if your brother's death affected you more than anybody in the family, and how did you? Because I saw you calling people out, and you was a bit drunk. Like you admit yourself, you was in a bad way. And the difference now, Bob, how you've gone from then to now, like. What was your inspiration when Dad said, like, is it because Dad wanted this? Is it because Dad pushed this, or like, what? How did this come about, mate? Because your story's really sad, and mate, I feel so much for you as we're talking. By the way, like I can feel your pain through the interview, mate.
It was for myself. You've got to be selfish in recovery, and firstly, it was for my brother. I looked at him and I was looking at his stomach, and all I saw was about, I'm not exaggerating, about 1,000 wee marks everywhere. So I says to the nurse, come here a minute. What's all that on his, all over his chest and his belly? And that she went, he must have been trying to inject in his stomach and that. And I went, nurse, could you inject in his stomach? She went, I don't think so, she went, but that's how much his addiction must have had the grip on him. She went, he just got open heart surgery 6 months before he ended up dying. He went to Edinburgh, they opened his heart up, they put pig valves in it. He stayed clean 2 months. They told him, if you touch that again, you'll die. That just shows you how much people call people junkies and smart kids. Listen, if that was the case, maybe brother got told, look, you will die if you're going to take that one more time. And he done it a couple of weeks and he ended up in a coma.
It's the power of that though, mate, ain't it? Nobody can comment on that unless they've had that power or struggle over them.
Yeah. So yeah, on that note, yeah. So I was looking at him and I was like, wow, I've got different mums. I'm the only child with my mum. So I was looking at him and I was saying to him, brother, you're going up to heaven. You've left 3 kids behind, your mum, dad. My mum took him on as a stepmom. My mum loved him, obviously, my brother. Then I was looking at him and I was saying to him, I do not want my mum to see me like that. If I keep carrying on, and it's happened to my wee brother, 26 years of age, and I do not want my mum to see me like that.
So is there a history of mental health in your family, Bob? Has anyone had mental health in your family? Is that like kind of why people use drugs, like yourself, like you drink or whatever?
Mental health problems. I think we've all got a wee bit of mental health. I don't think the family. I'm on about, like, people never used to open up about mental health, but I've realised when I started speaking about it to my friends and that, they were pretty amazed. They were like, Bobby, wow, I can't believe you're like admitting that, because of my persona, because like I like to part when I'm off drugs and that. Still when I'm on drugs, I'm actually be the best at clothes.
What drugs, Bob? Do you smoke weed or cocaine, or what drugs do you do when you've been down? What's your weakness? Beer, drugs? We've all got weaknesses, haven't we?
But when I was an addict.
Yeah, when you was like down and stuff, was you doing like cocaine or?
Not a drug I took, mate. But to be honest with you, I'm not a way to fool the audience. My main problem was heroin, and that started with a football player who was Rangers in 2004, and I got myself into a wee bit of bother because when I was coming back home to Dundee, I was getting on the drink because I was getting that much attention from girls and had a reputation, whatever. It's all in the past, but so.
So this was when, Bob, when you was boxing back in the day, or when was you getting all the attention?
Oh, I was a football player, mate. It was
you was a football player?
Rangers, it was with Scotland, it was with Dundee Select. I've played on Dens, Tannadice, Murray Park.
Okay, so you was a semi-pro or professional football player back in the day, yeah?
It could have been pro, yeah. But when I was coming back to Dundee, the distractions were the girls in my area, gang fight, and I used to have a good gang fight on the weekend. That's all like last year, couple of months here, whatever. But that's the past. I used to have a good gang fight, and I don't know. I'm not saying I used to be a really violent person, but I think that stems back to my childhood. I don't want to say too much about that, but I'll say it on the Danny. But what I witnessed I wasn't fair on a certain the queen of my life, basically. If you get my hand, yeah. My mum. What I saw her going through. I've never once, not one ex could come up the woodwork. Now they're saying I've got a bit of fame everywhere in Dundee and Scotland and whatever. Right? There's not one person that could come up and say I've lifted a hand to them. I'm saying that straight now. Not one ex could say I've lifted a hand on that. I do not at girls. Fact.
Bob, can I just say as well, I didn't know about you doing a pod. I obviously knew you trained with Danny, but I don't want this to interfere with the podcast, obviously, that Danny Christie's done. And obviously, I've been trying to catch up with you for weeks, ain't it? So anything you don't want to talk about that Danny's covered, mate, no problem. Don't talk about it. It's fine.
Danny's podcast, I think about a week or two before the fight. It would be a pleasure, Bobby, to have you on. Yeah, we didn't speak, we spoke at length, but we spoke a bit deep, but when I stayed with him and that, and he took us to the gym and that, but I didn't want to go down and put a bit of negativity his way with him and his partner. Great people, by the way. You know who you are, Danny's missus. She made me welcome, went out for a meal. Danny took me out for a meal, me and his girlfriend, on the Friday night when I got down there. He got us up at 5 a.m. Gentleman, knocked on my bedroom door. Well, in his house, but the room I was in. Kid, got up, kid. He says, we've got the gym. So I got up, went down the stairs. He went, kid, here's your coffee and here's your porridge, and handed us my porridge. And I looked in it, and he had put grapes in it, strawberries. And I was like, this guy's class, man. You're gonna get that done, you kid. So I was like that, eating it. Soon I just opened my eyes, and he was like that. But everything made, got a cup of coffee and that. So I was trying my hardest to drink that. I was just up. I can't eat when I'm just up. But obviously, when you're with the boys, how Danny boy, his hospitality and that, and the welcome I got was unbelievable. So I look up to Danny a lot, and I put his t-shirt on. Look.
Yeah, Bob. But on that note, Bob, just quickly, right? I know that. Look, you said. Christy, man.
No, son. Tell the audience the truth what happened in sparring.
I saw you yesterday as well. You kissed the blood. You kissed his blood that was on your shirt.
Oh, that's my shirt.
That was your shirt.
That was Danny's shirt. He sparred with me that on, and I burst his nose, and he whipped his nose with it. Then I went, could I take that home? And he went, kid, I'll give you a surprise. So when we went back to his house, he went, we had a shower, obviously. We'd just done a good workout. And I came out of the shower, and he went, Bob, you could hear the way he speaks. I love him, man. He's dead smiling and that. And he had the t-shirt. He went, don't wash the blood off it, remember? I went, no, of course I won't. And he put that D. Christie. I was in my element. I was like a wee boy. Say, thanks, Danny, boy, thanks. I went, nobody could say they've got Danny's t-shirt with his own blood on it.
No way. Bob, can I ask you as well, Bob, listen, because you've openly put on your own YouTube channel, yeah, that Danny Christie is your hero. And obviously I know loads of people, myself included, Danny is a legend, yeah. But can I just ask, what is it about Danny that inspired you and made him your hero? What was it about? Where was you in that time when you saw him and you thought, that's the guy I want to be?
No, I don't want to be. I met him myself, but what I will say about Danny is,
Sorry,
he's
condone yourself like he does, not be like him. Yeah, could just condone ourselves because he condones himself very well, don't he?
oh yeah. What I'll say about Danny is he is a very clever man in the way he comes across, the way he speaks, his banter, his humour. As I say, he wakes up with breakfast and that, a cup of coffee. Brilliant, fantastic guy. And going back to your question, I was watching him about 7, 8 months ago. And
This
I
is
was
obviously before the Decker fight, yeah?
yeah, I was seeing bad, just negative stuff about the guy. And I saw the podcast he went on and admitted a few just things that he was getting accused of, and he put them out there himself and admitted it, put his hands up. So I thought, what a legend, what a guy. Putting your hand up for something you've done wrong and you're going, look, I'll put my hand up, I was in the wrong. So I was like that to myself. I might start doing that because I used to do the wrong things and never take responsibility. And see, when I saw Danny doing that, I was like, this guy's coming across good, very articulate, very clever. He's got a lot of fan girls up in Dundee if he had been back with that picture, the video. All the birds are like that. He's
Hopefully, Bob, after me interviewing you, I can come up to Dundee and get loads of birds as well.
I'll be your wingman.
Yeah, Bobby came our wingman. That's cool, man.
I want to be girls I'm seeing later on, but don't tell them I can't get in trouble.
Big shout out to your mum as well, Bob, for downloading Zoom and letting us do this on our phone. Big shout out to Bobby K's mum and Bobby K's dad as well.
That means a lot. Thank you very
Respectful
much.
family, man. Dean told me about the conversation with your dad, which I know is private, but I know what this means to your dad, you doing this, and your mum. So fair play to all the K family, all right?
Yeah, man, yeah. Well, my mum's family are a lot different from my second name. My second name's, you've got reputations, not to be proud of me and my dad for their past, drug dealing, in and out of jail. I've shared the jail cell with my dad 3 times, believe it or not, right? We've been in the same cell, right? And my mum and dad's been split for 27 years or whatever it's been. But yeah, I've shared the cell with my dad and that. And my mum's side of the family, they are teetotal. There's not one addict on my mum's side. They're all like, not posh, but they're all working class people, I would say. Yeah. Now, all of them the whole family really didn't speak to me because obviously I put my mum through all that pain with drug abuse and police at the door. Are worried sick, she can't sleep, she can't eat when I've not been home for a couple of days. Just being selfish, not thinking about my mum, which she is my world, obviously, of course she is.
Is that changing now, Bob? Is that changing with this 3D Fight Club and all your focus now? Are you changing? Are you realising now, like, what you've got to do for your mum and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, what she says was, and it made me, I said about a tear in my eye. She went like that about like, last week. She went, and she knew it was meeting Danny. She went, son, see if I died tomorrow. She went, I would be the happiest mother alive. She went, and don't dwell on the past last 15 years in and out of jail. Well, 17 years, for the age of 9 in and out of care and all that. And through the young offenders system, Perth. That's actually where I first did tried heroin. I was put in a cell. I was only 16, 17. And
How easy is heroin to get where you live, mate? Is it easy? Because obviously we've all seen Trainspotting. Is heroin so easy to get where you are? Is it really easy?
But I'm not bragging. The Dundee boys will back me up on this. Where I stay, 15 years ago, in this place here, there was loads of smart heroin dealers. But we all ran them out. We used to put bricks through their window and we called it junkie bashing. So on the weekend, we used to get for the drink and that, maybe the odd a wee line of cocaine. But we were only young and we used to batter them with sticks and batter them with them. We hated addicts because my dad was an addict. And I used to see my dad in them and think, you're selling that and taking it and you're selling my dad it. even though me and my dad weren't close at the time, but still, in my thought process, it was thinking, you rats, man. So me and my group of pals, we were ruthless. We just put their windows in. See, to this day now, there's not a weed. You can't find a bit of weed in this village. There's no deers. But if you
So
go,
you've cleared them all out, basically. You've cleared all the wrong ones out.
me and my generation, big shout out to you know who you are. YEPR, Young Adult Pirates. But anyway, yeah, we're on them out. But if you want drugs, you 10-15 minutes away up that way. St Mary's is called. It's a bit rough compared to here. This is pretty posh, believe it or not. I had a few people coming through, supporters for 15 Crichton and that's always on, Jock and Sparrow and that. I mean, his wee cousin came through it. And he went, Bobby, this is a beautiful place. I went, I know, mate. I went, I'm not bragging, it's one of the best areas in Dundee. Fact. But no, mate, you can't get drugs in this area, no chance. And if I found out anybody was selling heroin, class A drugs, weed, they'd get that and then all that. So it is what it is, mate. But
So,
no, you can't.
Are you currently, Bobby, you currently like clean? You having a drink at the weekends or anything like that, or you completely clean, mate?
I'm saying if I wanted drugs, I could get drugs like that regardless anyway.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, but no, there's no any dealers, no. But I could certainly get drugs if I wanted them. I'm in bulk and whatever, but no, I'm a different person. Maybe, brother. That's my past. I'll never go back that way, mate.
You know the pressure you've put on yourself, Bob. You called your hero Danny Christie out to help you. He come and help you. You know now, like you can't let Danny Christie down, and you know all them people that are watching you. I've seen your YouTube channel. Your YouTube, you are becoming like you're becoming popular just by being yourself, yeah, and opening up. And I hope people watch this because not many people, everyone knows about your brother, but I don't think everyone knows what we've discussed tonight, his name, what happened, and the detail we've really gone into. And I didn't feel a couple of months ago I could have probably asked you about that, but I see how strong you are now. And with Danny Christie helping you, mate, it's so good seeing you. You look healthy as well. You look healthy. You look like you're putting weight on. I'm really happy for you, bud.
Yeah. I'm ripped, mate. Honestly, I'm ripped. I'm in great shape. I'm pleased with the shape I've got myself in. I'm only fighting at 11 stone member, so yeah, Danny was saying that as well. He was like, "Oh, you're ripped." And if you watch the video he made about having me down, not blowing smoke up my own bum, but he was like, for Bobby K, you know, well, he didn't say being on drugs and that, but basically the rough past in that I've had, he went up. Boy's never been in a boxing gym, he went. He has got that power he has got is natural. That power he went, he's got some pop on him. And he's not going to smoke up my bum. There's about 50 people that have said that to us, holding pads and whatever. Bobby, you've got some power, man. I've always knew that, mate, but listen, you keep them things to yourself, do you? As you get older, maturer, mate, and you get in a fight business like this, you're getting opportunities like yourself, and interviewing that, mate. You start seeing the grass is a lot greener on the other side. Of course it is, because this life I'm living now is a healthy life. My mum's got a smile on her face every single day, which means the world to me. 15 years.
Go on, sorry, Bob. I can just tell you, you say the opportunity of you speaking to me. I don't think you quite realise the people that are going to watch this and think the same as me and see the same as you. You've come along for 2 months. So on behalf of me and probably everyone watching this, thank you. And everyone's looking forward to seeing the fight night, mate. Well done. You've put weight on. You can see it. You look healthy. It's brilliant. I'm so glad I spoke to you tonight, because I think your mindset and everything is different now. I hope your mum and dad are proud of you, because I know so many people are going to watch this video, mate, and they're going to be so happy. You've got so many fans, and you know, you haven't even done anything. All you've done is a few videos, like, and you just everyone can see you're real, mate. Thank you for being so open tonight. Obviously, you want to shout Danny Christie out, but is there anyone else like you want to shout out that's helped you on the journey? Like, you know, from where you were, from where you are now, mate?
Yeah, I would like to thank God. Obviously my family, the boys. I can't just Danny. It was a pleasure, mate, having me down. Paul Venice has invited us down as well.
You're sparring with the big boys, mate, aren't you? Like everyone knows these people can bang. You look at their videos on YouTube, mate. You know, you're sparring with proper people, mate.
Mate, that's what I was saying, mate.
Do you get nervous? Do you get nervous when you're going in with him? When you first get in the ring, before you laid one punch on Christie, was you nervous or did it like? What did it feel like?
Nervous. It was just like, to be honest with you, I was like, I didn't want, because I look up to him so much and that, I didn't want a bang. But then when he started hitting me and going, come on. So I just tore right in about him. And listen, let's be honest, if the guy wanted to put it right on me, he would have knocked me clean out. But listen, the guy's a legend. The guy has helped me so much, and he doesn't even know it. I think he knows that, but deep down in my heart, listen,
he's on his own journey, ain't he? He's on his own journey, and like he's helping people along the way. Definitely, 100%, mate.
Full house, a new house. He's got a beautiful dog. Shout out Betty, a beautiful wee dog, and shout out his missus. And we want to see her name on things like this. But what a chemistry Danny and his new partner's got. Absolutely brilliant to see the guy happy like that. I was in my element. I was watching, going, this is what it's all about: being in recovery and finding that right person to share your life with. Get a bit of love back. Give love. Got plenty of love. Who's know what it is, but you've just got to find the right person. And Danny, I also think that, and I had a laugh with him. He says, "Is Venice getting ditched? Am I the new best man?" You had a chuckle to yourself, but I'll beat the wedding if we get married anyway. No doubts about that. Danny boy knows that.
Bob.
Yeah, mate.
You are like your journey, mate. I hope you continue on this road, mate, because it's been so brilliant. Because when I first saw your videos and I was thinking about interviewing you, I thought, wow, the guy don't look in a good place. He looks devastated. And you were, weren't you? Obviously, you'd had trauma. But now, listen, I know you're still suffering that trauma, but to speak to you now, mate, I'm really happy to speak to you now. I really want to thank you for coming on. Because obviously, you're one of the one everybody knows because you're fighting Ben Hatchett, yeah? So, like, you know, I've been speaking to a lot of the guys that are not known or anything like that. It's been a real pleasure. And I know all the other boys are going to look up to you, Bobby K. Definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
And I look forward to commentating on your fight, brother.
All right, yeah. I'm in the local newspaper. If a journalist phoned us up today and she went, "We've heard about your story," she went, "You're inspiring everyone around the country." She went, "Could you take an hour?" So I gave her an interview and that, and she went, "You'll be on the front page of the Telegraph." Is that okay? I went, "Yeah, whatever." She went, "We'll send a photographer out later on." That was meant to be at 2:00, but I went, "Just use the picture on YouTube, be the Scotland flag, just put that on or something."
Yeah,
but the guy never came. But I was thinking maybe it'll be tomorrow. But she was dying. She was like, "I'm definitely getting this in the paper tonight." She went, "I've been trying to get out of you for the last couple of days." And I thought about what people were saying. Don't do it. The press will twist things about your past and whatever. Listen, who gives a...
Bob, you've told everyone about your past, so you've got nothing to hide. You've told everyone. You've been open and honest, mate. Everything you do now is positive, mate.
Closet, mate. Not one goes to my closet. Not one. That's what for the day. Listen, people smell real crap, right? Real, excuse my French. Real recognises real. If you're sitting on acting like, if you're on podcasting and watching it like that, 10 minutes through, turn that off. You just know when somebody's talking maniaca, because you backtrack on the story, and I'm not quick when I'm on like off the drugs and that. I had to grow up so fast. We are on lifers at the age of 16, doing 26 year and different halls with guys doing 36 year. I was only a wee boy for my height, so I had to learn quick, and I got a wee reputation there for myself. And they took a shine to us because no matter what, if somebody says to me, the biggest man in the hall getting that gaff, I would go in the gaff. If I got knocked out, I got knocked out and trapped a couple of times. But that's happens to the best of it. But listen, no man fears me. I'm not, listen, there's plenty of people that would punch me about from a Monday to a Friday and about 10 times on a Sunday, but I will not say no. I will not run away from anyone.
Bob, one last question, mate, because I know you're a very honest guy. I saw you at the press conference. I thought you condoned yourself very well. What is your opinion on Ben Hatchett? Because that's who you're fighting, ain't it?
Well, it's personal. He's made it personal. So I'll just be honest with you, it's personal. So he's not been in the places I've been in, mate, in life. Listen, you've either got that, right? You could train I'm training me Killers. I'm training me Danny Christie. I'm training me Jason Paul, check him out. Jason Paul, Dundee, BKB fighter. I'm training me guys at 40.5 stone. I'm only 10 and a bit stone. Still got to make up the weight, but Danny went, you're perfect. I started panicking on the scales and he went, mate, you've got 4 weeks. He went, listen, Bobby, you're doing that much exercise. He went, you'll get that on, not a problem. He went, Ben's got the cut. Well, he never says that. I got told Ben's got to cut a lot of weight. So I got told Ben's got a broken hand, but he's still fighting this guy on the 26th. I'll predict this now, right? You'll fight this guy on the 26th, and what you'll do is you'll come out of the fight and go, my hand's broke, I need surgery. And 19th, it won't happen. I says it on the stage at the presser. I went, you will find an exit and away out this fight. You couldn't even look at me in the eye. But listen, I'm not away to drag the guy down. At the end of the day, we're going in there and I'm pointing. You better stand right in the middle. And we're having a shootout. We're away to have a bang up. Simple as that. You can colour away.
So you think he's going to pull out? Is that affecting your training or anything, or are you still 100% focused? Because if you are thinking he's going to pull out, like, is it?
I've got the blinkers on. I am in the zone. I am in the zone. Ben Hatchett, pull out. Listen, Ben.
Just send him the message now to him. You think he's going to pull out?
Ben, I think you will pull out, son. You're going about saying you've got a broken hand, right? I know what you're about to do. You're about to fight this guy. I know one. You're about to victim pick again, right? You're about to hit him a few times and make it look like you've hurt your hand because you've seen like a wee bit broke. If it was broke, show X-ray pictures. Show some evidence that your hand's broke. I've got a couple of broken knuckles. What? I'm not sure.
So hold on. This is just a rumor. So obviously Ben Hatchett hasn't said this himself. So we're just working on rumors which do happen. So this may not be the case. You know, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, you did say it yourself. Somebody told me. I went, I'm not interested. They went, go and watch a video, and he's on about something about my hands. I didn't listen. That's all internal. I don't want to be listening to his shit talk. Sorry for my language, but he did say something about his hand being maybe broke. And he says he's still fighting. So him putting that out there, why is he telling his opponent that he's had this guy on the 26th, that his hand's messed up, but he's still going to be fighting? So that's
yeah, well, sometimes it's easy to think someone might be an easy fighter, and then if they're not, you've got the excuse your hand was broken. I mean, that's all I'm going to say on that matter, Bobby. Bobby, thank you so much for coming on Fighting Talk UK, mate. I've been really looking forward to speaking to you so much. Your journey, everybody's watching, myself, I'm impressed by your journey. I'm really intrigued to see this fight, mate. I can't wait. Bobby, thank you so much. Thank you to your mum for lending the phone. Well done to your dad, and rest in peace, your brother, mate. We're all going to be thinking of you that night. We can't wait to see you, Bob. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
Bob, just one quick one. Prediction for Amir Khan and Kell Brook.
Amir Khan starts on between 7 and 10 with the speed and power. Fact. People have been arguing. Kell Brook, listen, Kell Brook's done. Look what Golovkin done to him. Thinking he's eye socket, mate, and he didn't want to carry on. Like Billy Joe Saunders with Canelo. I used to love Billy Joe Saunders, and then Canelo hit me that shot. He found a way out. And for a travelling man, I was disappointed because I know travelling men are fighting men, bred to fight. Billy Joe found a way out of that, How do you think Mark Tibbs left him? His coach. He doesn't work with quitters. Mark's a cockney, Mark Tibbs.
Yeah.
Mark thought Billy never quit in him because Billy's meant to be a bully, right? Behind the scenes and that. But I still like the guy, Billy Joe Saunders. I like Billy Joe Saunders, but when he pulled out that fight with Canelo, listen, doesn't matter if I've got broken jaw in this fight, whatever I can see. I'm not just put me into a fight. I've told my whole team at the very, very start when I was like coming off stuff and that, people were on about towels getting through in and that. I went, whoa, wait a minute. If you're on about towels getting through in, you ain't on my team. We ain't quitters. We go out on our shields. You either get knocked stiff out, a bit of oxygen to beat you back up. Something terrible could happen, but that is what it is it? That's what you're seeing in the dotted line for. I'm buzzing. Yeah. So
your prediction is calm then, yeah? Calm.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Bobby K, thank you for talking to Fighting Talk UK, my friend. And listen, we will be speaking again, mate. I will see you at the press conference the night before. I'll look forward to interviewing you live, my friend. We'll go live on Insta that night. Bobby K, respect to you and your family. Rest in peace for your brother, mate. Keep this journey going, mate. Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you for yourself. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. I love you.
Take care, buddy. We love you too, Bob.
Thanks to the support.